if you know anything about me, you know my mantra, long live the two-strokes. And I got to say, Yamaha is holding up their end of the bargain. Smell that glorious pre-mixed two-stroke, fans. Well, I'm here with a true expert. Always great to see my man, Mark Tilley, test rider for Dirt Bike Magazine. Make sure you check out everything he does because it's awesome. But Mark, I am just in awe of your Yamaha YZ over here. And I had a question for you, and that is, 20 years ago, these pits would be filled with two-strokes. Now, the Japanese manufacturers have really been committed to the four-stroke, but Yamaha stayed the course. Why do you think that is?
When they were talking about it, they were basically saying that two-stroke is a viable option. Like it's something that we need. I think we need 125 two-strokes, especially in the moto world, because kids are now getting off of 85s or super minis and going straight to a 250F. Well, that's like back in the day, us in our day, going from a 85 to a 252 stroke. Like that's the power difference they're seeing now. And so I think, I mean, this bike that we built for, this is my kid's bike, and it's featured on the one of the covers of the magazine. But what's kind of cool is it's something that the kids need. They need to learn what a 125 teaches you. I know you just bought a 94 CR 125.
How about that? I know, right?
So, but it's something that the kids coming up, I think, need to know. They need to learn. You're going to learn a lot of stuff on a YZ 125, a KTM 125, a Gas 125, a Husky 125 that you're not going to learn anywhere else. Like you're gonna learn flowing through corners. You're going to learn clutching. You're going to learn a lot of different stuff. Momentum is your friend. So there's a lot of stuff going on that, yeah, you know what? I think kids need them. These things, I mean, this was built by Mitch Payton and Schneike and Camila down at Pro Circuit. And we originally built it for Mammoth, to go to Mammoth to do some bear hunting in Mammoth and get some bear trophies. And Jacob actually, my son actually came away with a bear trophy in his first shot at it. So I'm a little bit jealous because I didn't do that first time I went to Mammoth. But, you know, it's kind of cool. But like this bike, like I said, Mitch did all the motor work, and then Schneike helped dial it in, and then we've kind of brought it over to off-road, put a big IMS tank on it, GPR stabilizer, some ODI bars, and kind of went from there. So, you know, but like I said, I truly believe that the kids need to ride a 125 for at least a year and race for at least a year. I'm going to try to keep him on it for another year. He's already been riding it this year, but we'll see.
I agree with you. It was really sad to see the two-strokes go away for me. We know the Pierre Mobility Group's still putting them out, KTM, Gas, Husky, Beta. But let me ask you this, what do you think is more likely in the future? A, Yamaha moves away from the YZ, or B, Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki decides to bring back their two-strokes?
Well, we know that certain people like Honda is a four-stroke only motocross bike or off-road bike. They've said that they're only going to make four strokes. So I don't think that Honda, I mean, the crazy part about it, we went to Japan a couple of years ago, and it was a thing with Suzuki. And they asked us, well, what could you do? Like, what could we do to boost sales and to do stuff? And I think it was like 2017 or 18. And we were like, build the same Suzuki 125 and 250 that you discontinued. And they're like, oh, we can't do that. And we're like, well, why? And they apparently, with all the Japanese manufacturers, they thought two strokes were a thing of the past. And I think everywhere other than maybe the United States as a whole, it might be. I mean, I think there's some niche people over in Europe that are doing a lot of two-stroke stuff. But when it comes to the American market, we want them, and we want them for off-road. We want them for motocross. We just want them in general. I don't know. I've heard rumors that Kawasaki might be working on like a 300.
Oh, don't get me excited.
So,
KX 300?
We've heard some of that stuff.
I would love it. I would love it.
I mean, realistically, I don't think so. I hate to be the buzzkill. I don't think that they're going to do that. They would sell everyone they brought in.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's definitely something to where, you know, it's kind of a cool thing to where they could do it. If they did it, like Suzuki would sell everyone they brought in. And it's not even like the RM125 or RM250 was all that popular when it was. They'd probably sell more now than they sold then, because you just can't get parts for them. You can't do a lot of stuff. So, you know, it's kind of, I wish they would bring them back. I wish they'd bring 125s back. I wish we had a little bit more of a 125 shootout. We kind of just did a 125 shootout, and it was the Yamaha and then all of the PR Mobility bikes. But Yamaha has actually found a resurgence in, now they're making a YZ125X. They're making a YZ250X for off-road use. So they found they're making more bikes, more 125s and 250s than they used to make. So there is that. That's a good thing. But Yamaha has actually gone, in the 125 class, has gone up in the pecking order, where when KTM and Husky and Gas were all carbureted, it was a thing to where their bike was way better. Well, now the Yamaha, because it's the only one that's carbureted, it's way faster, it's way better. Like, all of our test riders picked it unanimously. So it's kind of, Yamaha's kind of back at the top. And I mean, these bikes are bulletproof. Like, they're fun to ride.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't actually ridden Jacob's bike yet, but it's kind of one of those things to where I know if I get on it, I'm going to like it. So he lets me wash it for him.
That's right.
So it's kind of, but yeah, I wish that more manufacturers would make it.
We can continue that wishful thinking. It was great to call the two-stroke nationals with you. We listed out all the reasons: the simplicity, the cost, the smell. You can't beat the smell. Easy to work on, easy for these kids to learn how to change a piston in their garage. Some of these four-strokes can be rather complicated. So I hope moving forward that maybe we'll see it. Now, one more question about this bike. Isn't it amazing that the YZ debuted in '74? They revamped this thing in '05, Yamaha, but aside from that, they haven't had to make too many major changes, right?
This one got a revamping a couple years ago with different cylinder stuff and some body work, but like you said, nothing major, like, oh my God, that's a different motorcycle. It got an updated look and some motor stuff, and then it actually took a couple years for them to kind of figure out how to get that power back that was there before, and then when they changed it, it wasn't. So I don't see them changing from this platform. I don't see them going to a fuel injected version anytime soon. What we like, the Yamaha guys are avid two-stroke guys. Like, we know all the testing department, and we know all the guys that are doing stuff, and they're avid two-stroke guys. So, you know, it's I think Steve Butler heads up all of Yamaha's motorcycle R&D, and I mean, he's been around for a really long time, and was factory mechanic with two strokes. So it's one of those things that I don't see them going anywhere, and I do kind of see maybe the other manufacturers coming back in and playing ball a little bit, especially when it comes down to the almighty dollar. And really, for all of these manufacturers, our American market is their biggest market. And so, like, you kind of look at it and go, well, this is what we want. Are you guys going to make it for us so we can buy it, or what's going on?
Great call, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to put you on the spot with this last question. You get to pick one motorcycle as your race bike for the rest of your life. You going two-stroke or four-stroke?
I don't know. If I'm racing, I would probably go 450 four-stroke. But if I'm just riding and having fun, I would go 250 two-stroke. Because I don't particularly like racing a two-stroke against four-strokes, because you are kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage, because it does take a little bit more input into the motorcycle to go that fast. Four strokes make you lazy. I really enjoy riding and playing around on two strokes, but if I'm gonna race, it probably will be a four stroke. But you know what, like, when we get older in life, things change.
Amen, amen to that. Mark, these e-bikes came to play, didn't they?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I guess what they're doing is they have it on 80 horsepower or whatever when they take off, and then after the first turn, they click it back down into whatever they're riding.
Crazy.
So it is pretty cool.
How about your buddy Mike Brown hanging tough out there?
Yeah, he's in like 4th or 5th now, so I think he got like 4th in the first moto, so we'll be able to see. Alessi just walked on everybody, so we'll be able to see what they got right now. I know Bill did some, or Jamie from Twisted did some upgrades to Phil's bike during the break, so we'll see what happens. Phil came from way back because he got a bad start, and it looks like he finished 2nd. Alessi was gone. Like he got the whole shot took off, so see what happens.
I love it, guys. Great competition here. This place packed. Here's what we want to see, guys. How about that rider walking off under his own power? That is a blessing after the scare. Oh, that's right. We must be back at the biggest dirt drag race of the year. We got a lot to see. Buckle up. Let's go. Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, Northeast Louisiana, Sand Drags, Dirt Tracks. This place is amazing. Jeff Gio built this with a labor of love. He set out to build the finest, most impressive track and build the world's biggest event. It is the Cajun Nationals, and this place is packed. We're going to see some of these awesome machines. You never know what you're going to see. A lot of Frankensteins, a lot of ingenuity. Don Garlitz would love this because we're seeing snowmobile engines. We're seeing 2 cylinders turn into 3 cylinders with some of these Banshee 2-strokes. People taking 3-cylinder snowmobiles and making them 4 cylinders. There is so many cool things to see out here. Let's see some racing. And we begin with 2 lovely ladies. There's a lot of girl power out here. Watch out, guys. Oh, who doesn't love that sound? A quick wheelie bar adjustment will get them up to optimum operating temperature, and then we will blast them off. Take a look at these things. Not a whole lot of extra weight on these 300-foot missiles. They are a handful. Here we go. I want to know if you would do this in the comments. And we are gone. Misty goes 354. She gets there first. Nice job. 85 miles an hour.
Got Dune toys.
In just a few moments, we're going to take a look at some sand drag racing gone wrong. But first, there's a drivers' meeting underway. Let's find out more about this great race and this great sport from the man who created it, the one and only Jeff Gio.
I appreciate all of our sponsors.
Always a pleasure to be joined with my man Jeff Gio, the fearless pilot of the Wild Thing Top Fuel trike. We covered that last year. You were absolutely nuts. And this year we got a new monster in the stable, a Z1. Not the classic Kawasaki Z1, right. The snowmobile Z1. Tell me about this amazing build.
Well, it's a snowmobile engine, and the nitro bike, honestly, it's expensive to run and hard to get ready between rounds, and I like racing, Jack. Very cool. So we bought a motor and at my in-laws K&T Performance, put the motor together for me and a turbo set up, and I had the Bennett brothers, Dan and Nick, do the chassis and do the axle and stuff. Got some friends that done some work on the axle bearings and cut the plates and stuff. So it's took more than just 2 or 3 people to put it together, but it's been working on it since last November.
You had some stout passes because in just your second pass last night, you were flying. How pleased are you with the progress of this?
We stepped up, starting slow, running everything fat, trying to make sure that we're real safe and don't want to run it lean and hurt anything. We picked up 2 tenths every pass and hoping to get to some high 2s before the end of the week, but that's not promised yet. That's still a long way to go.
What number would make you happy here today?
A good 310, a 310 would make me happy for the first weekend out.
That's moving. Let's see what this Cajun wild man can do on this one. And here comes Jeff Gio. This is his track. He's the owner. goes a 341, 75 miles an hour. In the other lane, a 359, 88 miles an hour. Not bad for the 4th ever pass on that machine. How about it? Jeff Gio, he is a bad man. Now you're pulling double duty with this amazing 4-cylinder 2-stroke that'll be tearing up the sand. Tell me about this thing.
We've had that Mark Herrick built that bike. I'm gonna say probably 2003, and I bought it from him in 04 and didn't know him from anybody, and he's just like a brother to me. Him and Pee Wee comes and help me at all the races, and they helped me with the nitro bike. Without them, I couldn't run the nitro bike. And but now the snowmobile is started out as a Skidoo, a 3-cylinder Skidoo, and they got some billet cases and machined a 4-cylinder out of it, and we run the fastest we've ever been on it's 312 at 104 with me, and I'm 180 pounds. But no, we've been fighting. We put a new clutch on it. We got a new clutch set up for it, and when you on a CVT, when you put a new clutch, you're starting over from scratch. It's not like a simple sprocket change. It's just a whole nother animal to fight every time you do something.
How would you describe what it feels like to make a pass on one of these things to the average person out there that's maybe been on a snowmobile or a motorcycle? How does this compare?
You know, I've rode snowmobiles, not at the not drag racing, but you know, just on trails and up in the mountains. But as far as what I know about snowmobile stuff, they got some pretty good 60 foots. It's a little different. You know, you have to worry about staying in you can call it the groove if you want to. Because you're going to fight hard spots and soft spots on the track no matter how you prep it. So we have to walk the track and look at it. It's just a different animal. It's fun though. I guess if you like, I'll race a lawnmower with you, Jack, if you want to.
I love it. I know you love racing because this event is your brainchild. This diamond of dirt tracks, diamond of sand tracks is all yours. This event, it's the biggest of the year. The Northeast Louisiana Sand Drag. Right here, it's the Cajun Nationals, Gilbert, Louisiana. We're thinking a record-breaking turnout. How would you assess the way this event has grown and how it just continues to gain popularity?
Well, you know, it varies from year to year, and I think the economy has got a lot to do with that, and I know you see that in NHRA stuff also, but I don't know. We know we work hard and try to prep the track right. We try to keep everybody in line. We don't show favoritism even to me. My wife's disqualified me just like she will somebody else. You know, we get Frank here. Frank used to work at Portatree, and he's Mr. MacGyver. Can fix anything that pretty much goes wrong. But no, I can't tell you exactly, Jack, what we're doing to make it grow. It's just the sport is growing.
It's a labor of love, and it's an awesome track. Jeff, thank you so much for what you do. Keep it safe. As always, stay away from that gator out there in that pond. I think he's looking out for you, though.
That's right.
Jeff and his team like to go fast, and they know better than anybody that with extreme speed comes some serious risk. And we had a very uneasy moment. This was one of 3 incidents. This was a young lady from Canada, Valerie Gratton-Beauchamp, as medical professionals tended to her and made sure she was okay. The good news is she would escape with only bumps and bruises, and we were able to catch up with her a couple days later. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for all the prayers for our friend from Canada, Valerie Gratton-Beauchamp. Valerie, I'm so glad you are okay. You had a nasty get-off a couple nights ago. Yeah. Tell me what happened.
Well, actually, I went at around 150 feet or 200 feet, so I corrected the bike, and it probably went into the smooth part of the track. So I jumped out of the bike that way, like rolled over me that way. So I was going about 90 miles per hour or so.
So glad you're okay. Where from Canada? Where are you at from?
Montreal. Area, yeah.
How many hours drive back?
27.
27 hours. Well, take some good ibuprofen and get checked out. And I am just so glad you're okay. Guys, in the comments, wish her well. She's one tough lady. Speaking of tough ladies, here's another one you have to meet. Multi-time champion. Well, a lot of diversity out here amongst riders, and watch out for some of the fast females. Misty is one of them. Misty, congratulations, guys. 30 national records you have?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you have done it all. Well, I love your team, Bennett Racing, because you never know what you're going to see under this tent. We have so many different combinations. I even see a Hayabusa under there.
Hayabusa.
Tell me a little bit about what we have and what you ride.
So I ride 3 out of the 4 that are sitting right here. I ride a 650 nitrous bike, which I co-own with Eric Eschbaugh, and I ride the 525 twin cylinder limited class. And then this is the 4-cylinder laydown snowmo. It's a 1640 cc, they tell me.
What a hobby! What are your friends? What do some of your colleagues, some of the ladies think about what you're doing out here?
They think I'm crazy, but they also think it's pretty cool. Because my day job is a manager.
Manager of
salespeople.
How about that? Okay,
Yeah.
but well, that must help you maybe get some sponsors. You probably are very trained in that technique.
I am.
Very good. Good for you. Now, speaking of technique, one thing I noticed is you remind me of motocross drag bike racer. I saw you digging in on the balls of your feet on the pegs. Does that really help you control these bikes?
It does, yeah. I try to ride with my legs more than my arms. Keeps me on the bike.
Very smart.
Lots of saves that way. But yes, I've done a lot of different kinds of racing. Been around racing my whole life. My dad was a street racer back in the day, drag racing. We did 3-wheelers when I was a kid, and just anything that had a motor, we always were riding every week.
Well, we wish you all the best day. Keep it safe. Keep her on 2 wheels. She's awesome. She's fast. We're going to see Misty make a pass coming up, and this is a busy week for her. This is the biggest dirt drag race of the year. Many people plan their vacations all year long around this one, and here we go. It's Misty's time to shine. Let's see how quick she can go. Pulling triple duty here this weekend. Gone. And we are gone. Misty goes 354. She gets there first. Nice job. 85 miles an hour. Unfortunately, moments later, we would see another scary incident as David Turner took a hard left turn towards the wall. Right now, if you could please join me in sending thoughts and prayers to Gilbert, Louisiana, as we had an unfortunate crash here moments ago, and they have called for a helicopter, as very gracious onlookers have brought the tarp over to keep this rider out of the sun. We have medical professionals standing by, and right now we are just hoping for the best. Everybody waiting for some positive news here. And here comes the life flight at the Northeast Louisiana Sand Drags, Gilbert, Louisiana. We want to thank all the first responders, the entire medical team. They brought in the helicopter, and they are going to take our injured rider to the place that he needs to go and get him the care that he needs. We appreciate everybody out there sending thoughts and prayers. There was an incident here in the left lane. Definitely some uneasy moments here as we make sure that rider is okay. Not what we wanted to see. Some eyewitnesses told me that the rider was awake, alert, and conscious when loading into the ambulance, and that is a wonderful thing. So let's just keep our thoughts and prayers and hope that this life flight takes this rider to get the best possible care, and that's what I think is going to happen. And the update here is not the one that we wanted, because David Turner has a long battle in front of him. Thank goodness he survived this, but he's got a long way to go in terms of recovering, so please keep those thoughts and prayers going. What was even crazier is what happened on the very next pass. Well, guys, you wouldn't believe this. We just had the life flight leave. First pair down the track. We have another incident. We need some more prayers, guys, please. It has been a rough day here at the Northeast Louisiana Sand Drags. Please keep those prayers coming. Well, here's what we want to see, guys. How about that rider walking off under his own power? That is a blessing after the scare that we have had here today. My goodness, big thanks to the safety team right on top of this one. Let's hope we're safe from here on out. So happy this rider is okay here at the Northeast Louisiana Sand Drags. We still have one that we're going to have to update you on, who went to the hospital on a life flight. But oddly enough, this was the first pair out after that life flight. This rider is up, walking around, and that's what's important. Great job, first responders. And again, this is why you never want to drag race in the streets. Do it here where there's safety personnel and people watching over you so you're safe as possible. Now that we know everybody's okay in that one, let's check out some more wild machines. Look at the sprocket on that thing. Wow. 84 tooth sprocket with a 630 chain. Wow. What type of fuel is that, Misty?
Methanol.
Woo! The methanol. Check out this power plant, motorcycle fans. There it is. Yeah, We got two strokes in the background. This one's not going to sound like a two-stroke. This is the legendary Suzuki Hayabusa. Oh yeah, with an MTC Gen 2 clutch. We're starting to see some breakage, some carnage out here. Unfortunately, that is apt to happen. Check us out, guys. Every 3 passes, they prep the track with this till and this roller. Don't get your foot caught in that. Watch out. But look, it makes it look like a pool table. Smooth as silk, and that will help those ETs. 300 feet is the length of your race course, and boy, some of these vehicles are just so unbelievably fast. What the heck is this thing? Look at this. A lot of people have been asking about this machine. You never know what you're gonna see. Jade much more. The one-seater. What in the world? Fancy alongside him, thumbs up. This is crazy. We gotta stand back, we're gonna get roosted. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. 92 miles an hour, 344. Got a little roost. That's okay, that's apt to happen. Small price to pay for entertaining you here on this outlet. Tell me more about that. I know some of you guys recognize the build. That thing is crazy. When it comes to sand drags, the Yamaha Banshee is like the small block Chevy. It is the power plant of choice for many. Kind of like the Hayabusa in motorcycle drag racing. This pair gets ready to go. Gets there first, 355, 85 miles an hour. What a thrill. What a rush. And here comes the track prep crew once again. Like I said, guys, every 3 passes, you know, in drag racing, we talk about how annoying it can be, how tedious it can be when there's an oil down, the crew has to come out. They really have to put in a lot of work to make these events happen. But this is what it takes for record-setting performances. I think it's awesome. Let me know your thoughts on sand drag racing, dirt drag racing, down below. Look at this. And this year, Jeff Keogh has stepped it up. He's got not 1, but 2 of these big, massive machines to get us through this event as quick as we can. Oh, and here comes the side-by-side. We do see some side-by-sides match up against the 3-wheelers here. You never know what you're going to see. It's total insanity. Goodness. Well, I don't know what happened over here in the other lane, but I'm glad they didn't go down the track at the same time. That was crazy. We got to see that again. Hey, might need a wheelie bar. Yeah, I think they got some power. Attention, turbo side by side. You are clear for takeoff. Wow. What a beast. Don't want to get in any deep ruts with a lot of these rigid chassis. That's why they prep the track so often. Here we go, guys. Last to stage, right lane. We're off. What a race. Gone. Wind light coming on right side. 80 miles an hour, 367. Some of them run with body work. Some of them don't. You see so much diversity out here. These teams are from all over. Ladies and gentlemen, all over Canada, Puerto Rico, all over the United States. Uh-oh, we got a problem over here. They're backing it up. Or maybe they're looking for the perfect spot to line it up. They want to stay out of the big divot. I love the sound of those two strokes. I love it. And take a look, so much diversity out here. I want to know in the comments, what would you build? What would you like to see as an ultimate dirt drag weapon? Here we go, Vortex Flash, we're off with another great race. What a race as the dust clears. Give it to the left side. Left side, 357, 88 miles an hour. Nice pass, nice pass. Everything go okay for you?
Oh, we just went a little left.
That's okay, that happens.
That's right.
These things are hard to control sometimes, huh?
Absolutely.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, man.
Well, guys, that was just a small taste of what's here. Make sure you check out some of our live coverage on Cycle Drag Facebook. Also right here, Cycle Drag YouTube. Is this crazy or what? These pits are packed. This place is awesome. What an event. And if this looks cool to you, please do me a favor. Get here and see one of these things live. They do this every October. I promise you this, you'll make some new friends and you'll leave here smelling like two-stroke fumes. And if you're like me, that's a good thing. Here we go. We are off again, bar to bar. What a race. Top end of the racetrack, give it to the right side. Covers 300 feet in 3.57 seconds, 86 miles an hour. Congratulations. Whoa, what a race. Congratulations, Team Puerto Rico. They are bringing it. Is this event awesome or what? This is just a small sample, guys. If you like what we do, if you like that we travel the world to bring you the best of the best, make sure you smash subscribe. You're always invited along with me. Get your shirt, cycledragshop.com. And if you like this video, here's another one for you. Subscribe right in the middle, and you know if there's anything fast motorcycles, our Sand Dragon Cycle Drag is in from Gilbert, Louisiana. Cycle Drag rolls on.